Hey there everyone, this is Bryan again, coming to you from HiFi Buys in Atlanta, and I'm here today to talk to you about Rega's newest offering, the Rega P3 RS. And RS does not stand for Rally Sport, which, I was pretty sure it did. It actually stands for Rega Special, and this thing is special. Rega's put a lot of thought into this, and they have given you a lot of upgrades. In fact, it's so many, I've got a list. I'm not even gonna try to memorize all these. So anyway, let's dig into it. So what are some of the upgrades? Well, first, let's lift the lid and, well, that leads me into the first upgrade. Rega has nicely provided the smoked lid as opposed to the traditional clear lid that you normally get on all of their tables. And this itself is a $135 upgrade, so the upgrade list starts there, which is a nice thing because it matches this sort of gunmetal brushed gray finish that they have on the plinth. And this metal finish isn't just aesthetic. This is actually another one of the upgrades and one of the biggest upgrades. This is actually a high pressure laminated metal surface that they've put on here. And this is the same technology that you get in the Planar 8, Planar 10, and Naya models. So this is sort of the top of Rega's technology down here at the P3 level, which is really cool. And that's gonna provide you a wider sound stage, and it's just gonna allow deeper detail retrieval just because you have that really nice rigid plinth. So we've lifted the lid and seen the plinth upgrade. If we lift the slip mat, it's going to reveal two other upgrades that Rega gives you on this RS edition. One, this comes standard with the reference belt. That's a $75 value on its own. The other thing is the standard P3 comes with a pulley that has 2 speeds on it. And so, many of you that have a P3 know you have to switch the speed by changing the belt on the pulley. Well, this comes with a single speed pulley, which leads to the other upgrade, and that has to do with the speed of the table as well. And that is that it comes standard with the TT Neo PSU Mark II. This does a couple of things that are very cool. A, it's going to give you much more stable speed and push button switching between 33 and 45 rather than having to change a belt. Super cool. The other thing that the Neo PSU allows you to do is actually go in and adjust the speed so that you can get this thing spinning at exactly 33 1/3 or 45 RPMs. This is something that is not an option if you have a P1, P2, P3 without a Neo PSU. So that Neo PSU is a great upgrade. In fact, I upgraded my own P3 with one, so love to see that here. So that's a look at the upgrades you get on the Rega P3 RS, but you still get a lot of the things that we loved about the original P3, which is still available. First and foremost, you get the RB330 tone arm. This is an industry standard tone arm, hand assembled by Rega in their factories, and this is an industry standard such that a lot of other manufacturers who make turntables but don't make tone arms choose Rega's tone arm for their turntable. So this is a really great tone arm, and yeah, you get the RB330 on the P3 and the P3 RS. And attached to the end of this tone arm is Rega's latest offering in their moving magnet line of cartridges, the ND line. This comes with the ND5, which is right in the middle of that lineup. If you'd like to know more about the ND line of cartridges, we did a little video, so check it out right here. Another thing that you'll notice once our guy does the B-roll is that you still get the top and bottom braces here that creates rigidity between the pivot point and the spindle, which is always important, and that's a Rega kind of trademark. So yeah, this is a really hot-rodded P3. We love it, and gosh, the price is an incredible value, with all the upgrades. The smoked lid at $135, the reference belt 75 bucks, the new pulley that I couldn't find a price for, the Neo PSU, which is a $445 upgrade, and Lord knows how much it costs for this high pressure laminate finish that they've done, which again comes from their top 3 turntables. So you might think, a regular P3 goes for $1,500, $1,595. They must be charging at least $600, $700, $800 more for all these upgrades. You'd be wrong. This thing retails for $1,795. That's literally $200 for all of these upgrades. So this is a no-brainer. We really love this turntable. This thing is an awesome value, and it sounds fantastic, and it looks great. So come on down to HiFi Buys here in Atlanta, take a look at it, take a listen to it, and until then, enjoy the music.